Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Medical Classes by Dr. Srinidhi Kumar Acharya. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also please give your valuable comments. My dear friends, you can also visit the playlist. In the playlist, I have provided almost all the topics in a very systematic order. It is quite convenient for the study. Anyhow, today we will have another important topic to be discussed, that is holistic pediatric care and its fetal intervention. Now, the holistic pediatric care is a hot topic, and everywhere we will get this discussion. We have to develop, inculcate holistic features in the child. Now, what do you mean by holistic property? Even when we talk about Ayurveda, we say that Ayurveda is a holistic approach, a science with a holistic approach. Now, what is actually the holistic approach in children? Mean to say that it is not only important or sufficient if you develop the physical development and growth of the child. Of course, apart from the physical growth, certain developmental aspects like the moral, social, lingual, psychological, emotional, and also the spiritual aspects of the child has to be taken care. We should not only focus ourselves on physical growth of the child, but more than the physical growth, the psychological growth, cognition growth, then comes lingual, social, moral, spiritual, and religious growth is also important. A child who is embedded with all these properties in a proportion, he is called as a holistic child. And everybody is now focusing, developing the holistic properties in the child. Of course, it's a known fact that as a human beings and as a parents, most of the time the parents are more focused on physical growth and nobody think about the psychological growth or mental growth and other emotional growth, etc. Parents are very much worried if the child is not gaining the weight and not gaining the height. But they never get into the fact that whether my child is developing all this psychological growth and mental faculties normally or not. Many times they are totally ignorant about that. This is the most unfortunate thing. But previously, if you look into the ancient Indian living system and family system, where they have given the maximum focus on developing the holistic properties, because more the holistic properties the child develop and inculcate, more success will be in future. He will be more successful in future. That is a fact. But unfortunately nowadays nobody is giving importance. Everybody is thinking about the physical growth. We know that the breast milk is best for the brain growth, and brain growth is one of the boosting factor for the development of these holistic properties. But everybody is not interested on breast milk feeding, rather they will go for the animal milk or cow's milk, etc., so which increase the body weight. So the parents will be very happy if the child is gaining the weight, and parents never think or thought that how important the psychological properties are for a successful life in future. Anyway, being this factor, I remember one important story from the Puranas which highlight the importance of pregnancy period and how well we can incorporate the aspects of holistic development. That means development of the holistic properties in the child, starting from right from the conception itself. That will be the most interesting subject. So fetal intervention means we should not try ourselves to inculcate the holistic properties in a child after birth or after 5 years, 6 years or 10 years. One fine day we got the thought and today onwards we will do some effort to increase the holistic properties of my child. It is quite impossible and it's not possible. Rather than if you are very intelligent, really if you need a holistic child, then the intervention should be started or the effort should be started right from the conception. So the development starts from that point itself, and our effort should be also started from the same point. To understand how well if you intervene in the fetal period we can develop these holistic properties, I have a story from the Purana. The story everybody knows, that about the story of Prahalada. Prahalada is the son of Hiranyakashipu, and Hiranyakashipu is basically a Rakshas and with full of tamasika properties, aggression and arrogance, etc. That means totally he is a tamasika person. Now, wife of Hiranyakashipu is Kayadu. Kayadu is basically the daughter of Nagaraja of Nagaloka, and she was a great devotee of Lord Vishnu from the beginning itself. But unfortunately, once Hiranyakashipu attacked the Nagaloka, to save the Nagaloka, the father of Kayadu, Nagaraja, he was forced to marry her daughter with Hiranyakashipu. So she is actually not willing to marry Hiranyakashipu, who is a Rakshasa. But unfortunately, the situation made her to marry him. So by the time what actually happens is Kayadu was pregnant, which was not known to Hiranyakashipu actually. Before that, he went to do tapasya to get some more boons to conquer all the world. And by that time, actually, Kayadu was pregnant. And she told this matter to their guru, that is Shukracharya. And Shukracharya blessed him to have a successful baby in future. Same time, Devatas took this opportunity to attack Hiranyakashipu's kingdom, and they defeated the Asura Sena, and they also kidnapped Kayadu. Now, this is actually pre-planned. Kidnapping of the Kayadu is pre-planned. And after kidnapping, so they were taking Kayadu to the Swargaloka. In between, Narada Rishi came there, and he advised it is not good to take, she is a Rakshasa Patni, so it is not good to take her to the Swargaloka. Rather, I will take her to my ashrama, that is Madhuban. And so that Narada, after convincing the Devatas, he took this Kayadu to his ashrama, which is called as Madhuban. So whole period of pregnancy of Kayadu, starting from the conception or maybe after a few days after conception, was spent in Madhuban ashram, which is a Rishi ashram. Now here the fetal intervention start. During her stay of this pregnancy period in Rishi ashrama, which was full of spiritual experiences, spiritual situation of environment, where the gurus and rishis, they come to preach her the religious things, spiritual things, and she totally changed her lifestyle during this 9 months, and that made the changes in the growing fetus, that is Prahalada. So because of the continuous preaching and a good pathway of living as preached by the rishis of that particular ashrama, Kayadu's fetal intervention, that means Kayadu's son's fetal intervention, starts there itself. And as a result, Prahalada born as a holy child with full of spiritual knowledge and with a great and also the great devotee of Vishnu. So this is how the fetal life intervention of that particular Prahalada changed his whole life. So why I quoted this story is to explain or highlight the importance of fetal intervention in order to get a holistic child. So details of the holistic development and how we have to develop the holistic properties in a child, so that we will discuss in the next class. Thank you very much.